What is one invention that we'd be better off without? Loot boxes and pay-to-win games. 24-hour news cycle that is funded by entertainment. Convenience fees on debit, credit card transactions. Scam calls. We get them on our house phone all the time and it's so annoying. Fast fashion. I can't imagine the amount of cheap, tacky clothes just mountains in landfills. VX gas. It's very, very horrible. It's one of those things we wish we could disinvent. Cookie pop-ups. How come we still don't have a more efficient way to manage our browsing privacy? Robocalls. Pop-up ads. Not only are they so annoying but can either scam or install malware on the devices of unsuspecting people. Any product that you pay for, and then have to pay a subscription to use. YouTube. End screens, or end cards, that often block content at the end of the video you're watching. Beauty pageants for children. Leaded gasoline. Devices meant to break after a short period of time, and devices that purposely have parts you can't replace. Edit. Guys, I'm aware it's called planned obsolescence, especially now lol. Seafloor trawling. It destroys the habitat of fish just so we can squeeze every bit of a fish from an area. The polygraph machine. Super inaccurate and I believe even the inventor curses its existence. Drug commercials. Frock me, your average Joe, making drug recommendations to my doctor, who spent 10+ years studying and working to be in the position. Anyone ever seen that? As seen on TV, ad of the golf club you piss in? I feel like that'd be a good contender for this. LED advertising. They're too frocking bright and now they're putting mini screens on trucks that drive around town and it pisses me off. There's already enough distraction on the road. I miss the billboards that had the rotating panels. Those were cool. Landmines. I'll tell you why. 1. They render large tracts of land completely unusable. 2. They are expensive and difficult to remove safely because there is seldom documentation of where they are placed. 3. They are cheap, plentiful, easy to place, and deadly. 4. They kill, maim livestock and wild animals. 5. They kill, maim innocent people decades after conflicts have ended. Many times the victims are children because they can't read or don't understand warning signs. 2 ads on YouTube instead of 1. Adblock detectors. Your site forces me to disable adblock? I'll just go to another site. Autoplay videos. Especially in non-video streaming websites. Nobody asked for them. Yet so much work is getting put into making it a web standard. Just frocking stop. Edit. Thanks for the responses. Yes, I'm aware that there's ways to block it. And I guess, thank God there's a standard. Because it can make it easier to block. The key point is that nobody asked for videos to play in the background of news sites. So why does it exist? Edit 2. Wow, this blew up. Please don't spend any money on fake Reddit metal. Go ahead and donate it to a worthwhile charity instead. Unskippable ads. Shark fin soup. Tens of millions of sharks are killed every year for their fins that offer little nutritional value and serve no purpose outside of being a status symbol. Asbestos in popcorn ceiling. Wow, thanks for the upvotes and awards, y'all, and for sharing your stories. This stuff has caused a lot of pain and sickness and I am sorry. Plus it's tacky as hell. Billboard trucks. Rolling advertisements on modified cargo trucks. Seriously, frock these guys. Ads on streaming services that I fucking pay for. You don't need revenue. Hulu. That's what my subscription is. Keurig single-use pods. For profit prisons. Ads with sounds that play when your phone sound is off. Microtransactions. Reality TV. I swear it glamorized the worst kind of behavior. And we ate it up. Smart devices. No LG. I don't want to download an app to use my frocking washing machine. I want to wash my clothes FFS. Cheap, single-use, and wasteful products. 24-hour news. Reality shows and the celebs that came with. Junk mail is just a waste of everyone's time. Planned obsolescence. I remember when things were built to last and I'm only in my 20s. Edit. Lots of great insight and points to consider. I'm sure there's a lot of different factors that go into making a product. Though, I would be surprised if it didn't get considered when trying to maximize profitability. Think about it. Why make something built to last when you can incentivize the customer to move on to your newest product? For example, there was the whole debacle with Apple slowing down older phones even though they were perfectly capable of running newer software. Mobile advertisements. The new generation of every basic machine. Like refrigerators that requires internet to work. It only have one job to do. Cobalt bombs. They're basically just render this part of the Earth unlivable for eons. Weapons. Some torture devices out there. Some are useful in other ways than torture. Some are just plain not useful for stuff other than torture. Deepfake. Anytime I see a video with it, all I'm left feeling is fear for the future. Facebook. Websites with infinite scroll content. Cigarettes. The food pyramid brought to you by General Mills, the dairy industry, and countless other big corporations whose goal was profit over the health of others. Single-use plastics. Styrofoam. Twitter. Leaded petrol. It existed because it stopped engines making weird noises. Holy shit, did it screw up people's health for a while. Also, CFC gases. They're the main reason why the ozone hole became so big. Extra fun fact? Same guy invented both of them. Standardized testing. These tests are too crude to be used, and should be abandoned. Horace Mann, the inventor of standardized testing, on the subject of standardized testing. Political parties. We should have listened to Washington. So-called influencers. I'm probably too old to understand them, but I certainly don't want my 1-year-old to aspire to be one. Social media. Addictive. Dehumanizing. Causes depression. Promotes terrible behavior. Actively reduces our capacity to have real human connections. Facebook. Internet mental prison. The gender reveal party. Unnecessary. Consumer grade. Single-use plastic. 40+ hour workweek. Pesticides. They've ruined the environment by killing off the pollinators. I swear. They will be the reason for more food shortages just as swiftly as climate change will affect us all. Napalm. Cluster bombs and sarin gas. Napalm is very hard to put out. Famously used by the USA in the Pacific Theater. Cluster bombs are like mines because most don't explode. Famously used by the USA in the fight against communism. Sarin gas cause a lot of suffering before death. Famously used in the Tokyo subway sarin attack.